Hello, everyone. It is Tracy Malone from narcissistabusesupport.com. Today, I'm going to be speaking to the estranged parents in my community that are estranged from their adult children because of a narcissistic in-law, son or daughter-in-law, or boyfriend, girlfriend, not quite married, fiance, whatever the category is. There's a narcissist involved. That's where I come in. When people come to me, one of the first things that I hear out of their mouth is, but my child is so smart. They're this or that. How could they not see this? They've got two master's degrees. They're brilliant. How could they not see what's going on? And I want to answer that with this video for you because it's complicated, right? It's not as simple as being smart. And there's certainly no marker to say that smart people aren't targeted by narcissists because they generally are. Smart, compassionate, empathetic, kind, loving, giving people are who a narcissist is looking for. So if your child is smart, it's almost a better conquer. They can get them and go, ha ha, they're so smart, but I conned them, right? Just saying. That's what happens, right? So, you know, expecting your child to see this because they're smart, didn't go to school for this. Nobody prepares people for this type of manipulation, right? So I want to talk to you about just understanding that, your child and intelligence has absolutely nothing to do with them getting entangled with a narcissist. And here's why, right? The tactics that they use from the very beginning are love bombing, right? This is where there's like an overwhelming affection and attention, and the partner feels uniquely valued and loved. Now, as a side note, I'll just give you what happened in my last narc relationship was I was love bombed, like crazy, crazy love bomb. I'm like, oh my God, they love me so much. And then they love bomb my child and went, oh my God, someone loves my child, right? So it is an attachment to them for whatever the love bombing means to your child. This is what makes them feel so special. And then when they have that intense feeling, it makes the bond harder to break and it makes the red flags sort of dismissible because they remember the love bombing stage, right? The next thing they do is they gaslight. So over time, they chip away at the confidence and their reality, right? Even making them question their own perceptions of what just happened. And then if they are intelligent, they may try to reason, but it might not work. And so, you get worn down over time. You fight the gaslighting. No, that's not what happened, and you fight it. And then eventually, over time, it starts to become you don't even fight it anymore because it's so stupid and they're not going to listen. So it's just ripping apart at the fabric of who your child is. Now, the third thing that happens here that makes them stay with the person, regardless of being smart, is isolation. That's where you guys come in, taking them away from family and friends and planting seeds of doubt about all of their loved ones, right? This is where they just manipulate little tiny things that you did, call it abuse, and open up your child's eyes to a lifetime of abuse because you wouldn't let them have dessert till they finish their dinner. Right? No matter what it is, it doesn't matter. There's a million excuses that people get estranged for, but it's that isolation that, once these seeds of doubt are there about you and the child's friends, all of a sudden you will start to see the pattern where your child is no longer seeing their best friends. They're not seeing anyone. They might not even have their passions. If they were a great guitar player or they were in a band or something like that, you'll suddenly see that these things are not going to be done by them anymore. So therefore the isolation process. And it's not like I'm blocking you from your parents. It's like, oh, sweetie, I just want to be with you. And can't we just do this together, just us, and create our own traditions? And then the smooshy, smooshy love bombing comes in, and they're like, well, okay, I guess so, right? Giving up their family and friends is part of the hook. If they had good support, they probably wouldn't stay with a narcissist. So they've got to get rid of it, right? And then another thing that happens when smart people are here is they exploit their vulnerabilities, right? If your child has any unresolved emotional wounds or even insecurities, the narcissist will dig into these and exploit them to gain further control. Um, they position themselves in a way as the only one who truly understands them. And then your child becomes more dependent on it, right? So if your child is an introvert, they will become an introvert. If your child is this, they will become that. They will sort of like attach themselves to what your child like loves to do, and things about them like insecurities is I'm a little shy, or I'm a little this, or whatever it is. Me too. So whatever it is, they are building this to make your child feel so safe, right? And then we ask, well, these are the tactics, but why, right? And then the cognitive dissonance is one of the main reasons. You know, they are intermittent reinforcement with the love bombing and the we're in love, and then the criticisms and the devaluing things that are just confusing. And it could be as simple as you loaded the dishwasher wrong, and could you just stop doing this? And then there's the love bombing. So you're like being picked on, but you're being loved at the same time, and you're like flip flop flip flop. And then there's shame and denial, right? They're going to try to shame your child. If you really loved me, then you wouldn't, you'd want to do things with me and not just your family, right? I think the last thing that adult children go through that makes them believe this stuff is they're afraid of losing their relationship. Remember, the narcissist has built this script that they're irreplaceable. And they are such a perfect match. You'll never find someone as good as me, and no one will ever love you as much as this. And they build this fear of losing the relationship all along in the whole relationship. They are digging and just going, well, if you want to leave, you can leave. And little comments like that put the doubt into your child's mind, and they get really scared if they are truly in love with this person. And they are, if they're with them. They just don't know that it's abuse. So I hope this helped answer the question of, but they're so smart. How could they be fooled? If I could tell you the brilliance of all of my clients, they're all smart. They're all brilliant. What they're not smart about is abuse. And who is? Who gets educated? We might know all the reading, writing, and arithmetic, but we do not get trained in someone who is abusing us, recognizing gaslighting, recognizing how things feel, right? So again, hope this worked. This is Tracy Malone. I am always here to coach you. I have some good events coming up. You can look at my website, narcissistabusesupport.com. I've got a estranged parents group starting on the 31st of January. This is 25 because we're going to see this video for a while. I've got that coming up, and I've got an office hours. Ask me anything. Like, what do I do in this situation? Or we keep doing this and it's not working, Tracy. What do we do? Go to my website, find those little secrets, and let's see if we can help you out. I'm always happy to work with you. So give me a shout out. My site is listed down below. And if you like this video, please subscribe. And I will be, continuing to make a lot more content. You'll also find a lot of content on my website, which will have lots of blogs and lots of information that will get you to understand exactly what's happening here. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.